everyone, thanks for joining the Streaming Guide and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about a movie called The Shotgun Wedding. This is a movie that was on Amazon Prime. It's a comedy. It is rated R. If this is if there's my there's Teddy there doing a cameo. If you only really watch movies that the critics recommend, you may have missed this one. I'm here today to tell you this is a really funny one. Highly recommend that you watch it. Whoa! Sorry, I got a little dizzy there. Um, yeah, so it's starring J Lo, Josh Duhamel, and let's look at some of the other cast members. So Jennifer Coolidge is in it. They did a really good job casting this. Who knew Lenny Kravitz could act? He does a phenomenal job. Really good role in the movie. They got Cheech in. He's a parent. So this is a destination wedding. Some other characters I'm not mentioning actually fill in some really funny parts too, and there's a lot of interaction. Well directed, good job writing the movie, and a lot of like funny humor in the movie. So we're gonna watch a little bit of a background interview with some of the cast members and a couple short little pieces from the movie. Like I said, it's fun. This would make a really fun date movie. Um, or just all around, if you like watching comedies, this is one I'm going to recommend. So let's take a look here.
On my count, 10, 9.
Why are you counting from 10? What is this, a rocket launch?
Okay, fine, I'm 4.
Jennifer, I saw that you talked about how this is your first romantic action comedy, and I was like, wow, this is a new genre. Can you tell me more about how you were able to blend those tones together?
It was tricky because I know how to do the whole romantic comedy thing, and I know I've done action movies, but to put them together, romantic comedy is different than normal comedy. All of it kind of was something that, like you said, it was kind of new, and I think it's going to be fun and exciting for people because it really is a big action movie in a way.
I just loved working with her on this because she was game. She was not afraid, and she trusted me, and I trusted her. There's so many things that we did that were just way out there, but she could trust me that it was okay. And also, I think that they had to believe that we were, we really loved each other and cared about each other in order for this thing to work. They had to believe that story at the core, and working with Jen was just an amazing time. I had one of the best times I've ever had making a movie.
Great times. I think I saw some brain. Was that brain stuff?
Because of the comedic icons that are in this movie, including both of you, how did you two make each other laugh both on and off screen?
I mean, Cheech is the funniest person alive, as everybody knows.
In the history of the world.
In the history of the world, as everybody knows. Thank you. I forgot that part. Sorry. Yeah. That was not a hard day at work. That was very light, fun, and everybody just got along so well.
I had never heard of her before we started this movie, and I told everybody that I'm doing this movie and that I'm playing across from this girl named Darcy Carden. And they go, really, Darcy Carden? Wow. Oh, she's my favorite. I said, okay, me too, I guess. Yeah. Because I did. And one guy told me, says, you should get out of the house more, if you don't know who she is.
Robert, they're calling you.
Thanks a lot, Carol.
What improv moments maybe didn't make it into the film or that you feel really proud of?
There's a moment that's in the trailer that J-Lo's character shoots me, her younger sister, in the ear.
Stop shooting your sister!
And I definitely tried a few levels of reactions, one being screaming bloody murder and looking for my ear on the ground, and that didn't make it in there. But it was worth it because I made Josh Duhamel crack on camera, and he had tears in his eyes, just trying not to laugh.
That's why you only have a plan with one step.
Was there a specific bonding moment that really stuck out to you?
There were 10 of us who stayed in one villa. So there was Lenny Kravitz, there was Darcy Carden, Jennifer Coolidge, Cheech Marin, and Sonia Braga. I mean, I just couldn't believe I was in the same movie as Sonia Braga, the legend.
I have beautiful hair.
Jennifer Coolidge, who's just so funny. I mean, off the screen, behind the scenes as well.
Is that genetics? Or is it like a lot of you?
Oh, Mom, now's not the time.
And Lenny Kravitz, who's just walking around with his boombox playing us music every now and then. I got to meet so many of the people that I see on the big screen and even in television, and just got to become friends, really.
Spray him in the eye.
Okay, that gives you a good idea, a little bit from the movie and some of the funny stories with the background. So, some fun facts. J-Lo went through 28 dresses to make the movie. There's some action in here. Her dress goes through some wear and tear. As someone mentioned, they did live in the same condo for 8 weeks. This was filmed in a Dominican Republic on an island. So, and you'll see when you're watching the movie, it does take place on an island. Jennifer Coolidge, she has some funny lines. In fact, Jason Moore, the director, and Lenny Kravitz, they commented on some articles I read. She had some so funny of lines. They actually had to cut the movie a few times and refilm because they were breaking character laughing at how funny she was. So I can agree. There was parts that I was laughing pretty hard at too. J-Lo and Josh Duhamel actually in real life got married, not to each other, but they actually had their weddings. J-Lo married Ben Affleck. They both had a wedding while filming this, so that's just some interesting background. And then Cheech Marin, he made tacos for the whole crew, and they said he was a really good cook. So those are some of the fun things that they did, and the cast members said how much fun they had filming this. So let's take a look at what the critics say. Both the critics and the audience didn't rate it real high. The Streaming Guide's going to give it a 2 thumbs up here. We're going to recommend you watch it. I've talked to a lot of people personally, and they all liked it. I haven't talked to anyone that didn't like it. Even if you're not a big J-Lo fan, she's obviously a star, but this is a destination wedding. She gets separated, so there are a lot of other scenes that that are not with her because the group gets separated. So, and the other cast members. Just for the other cast members and the interaction and how funny that is, just for that alone, I recommend it. But if you like J-Lo, you'll really like this movie. So in either case, I'm gonna have to go take the over on this one. So we'll leave it at. Lastly, I always try to say if there's gonna be another season or a sequel or something, that's something the channel's gonna try to do. There's nothing official yet. This article just speculates that there could be a 2, right? Like an anniversary or a honeymoon. Those kind of background stories would make a good sequel. This is made by Amazon, so it's not just for a for-profit Amazon. This is really being a member of Prime, so they'll probably look at the audience reaction and how many views and in overall, and see if they want to do a sequel. So we'll leave it at that. Again, if you want to leave some comments if you watch it, I'd love to read them. Also, we've done a couple of comedies now. I think we're maybe going to do something a little more dark and sinister for my next one. So next weekend I will try to do another one, and it'll probably be either like a thriller or a horror. So again, thanks for joining, and have a great rest of your weekend.